Today it's a special class, so all seconds, all classes, and all teaching special. However, it means that today I'm going to be sharing some technique which is easy and difficult at the same time. It's easy because all our techniques are based on self-exploration, means going deeper inside yourself. It is difficult because our thinking does not let us do that easily. So most people think of themselves as a personality and they take very seriously their ideas about themselves. And most of the people are doing the same thing over and over again, even though there are new circumstances, new wars, new conflicts, new things are happening always. But our thinking mode remains the same. In fact, I was told about a person who some years ago had a beautiful large home. He had worked hard, he had a home. And when he hit 40, he got, as does happen when people are living just for their bodies and minds and intellect and their ideas, at 40, every 20, 30, 40, 50, when we have our birthday, the person really does a self-assessment. What is it that I have achieved? And what is it that I have not achieved? The 40th age is the midlife crisis. It's so bad that, just so that you know, most Russians do not, in fact, all Russians do not celebrate the 40th birthday. Some may as an exception. Most do not, because it's so tough. It's a midlife crisis point, and most people have this thing that I did less than what I was supposed to be doing. My heart is not shining. It's not it doesn't have a golden smile to it. I live more for myself than for others. So the self-assessment test goes down. And at 40, a lot of people take a lot of action. And one of the actions that a lot of, I think the trend is changing now. It surely is changing. But 10, 15 years ago, the trend was to go to Europe or to, especially to Russia and Ukraine, which was going through a breakdown even then. And no matter what you look like at 40, you have the North American passport, you go out there and you choose yourself a mail order bride and you bring her back. So the person was angry at his North American wife, and he still had his huge home and he had a good job. And I know more than one such story, okay? But this is a particularly specific one that I know about. And the person went back, married a beautiful Russian. She came, she lived for 3 years. And then she was 20-something, he was 40-something. She divorced him and took away half of his house. So now he's in a townhome. So it's a huge rejection, and half of his home and all his stuff is gone. So now he travels again to Russia, again marries a second time in Russia and brings her home. This time, just so that you know, if the first divorce takes 3 years, the second divorce takes around 2 years. It's exponentially lessening gap, let's say. So next time he went and he got another Russian mail order bride, good looking and everything. This time he survived with her for 2 years. And from a townhome, got an apartment. And his cars also, from the BMW SUV came down to Honda. And then it's a true story. That's why I'm relating it to you. He went back. Now he's in a rental and he has a Honda. So which is a way that, and the third time it happened faster than that. So it's just the way things are, that we keep on doing the same thing again and again, no matter how diminished the returns are on repeat action. And in a way, he has done a great job. Like, he has rescued 3 people. Probably one of them had a kid, from a life in a place with less economical, let's say, possibility, and brought them to North America. And I'm pretty sure that the ladies are doing fine. They're confident. They have the North American passport, and attitude or like confidence is something that the mail order brides always have. And good for them. Good for them. And this person has sacrificed so much. On a surface, he has stepped and done the same thing, but at another level, he has lifted these people from there to here. And North America definitely has got better standards and more protection of human rights. But one of the morals that you can draw is that we keep on repeating the same mistakes. And the reason is that we think that the body's needs are our needs. It's like, a closest explanation would be, you have a glass of pure water. So you have a glass of pure water, and then in front of the water or behind the water, it doesn't really matter, you place a ruby in the water as a result of the ruby being present, not even in the glass of water, but maybe behind, maybe it will become rose or reddish. The water will get that. When you take away the ruby, the water again becomes transparent and clear. So the ruby that we have in our thinking is our body. We think and we act through the prism of our body. So our actions are, oh, I will die, and dying, and I'll be hurt, and I'm rejected, and I'm this, and I have this, and I don't have this, and I feel happy, and I don't feel happy, and I feel dissatisfied, and people will do anything to do with whatever is the source of their dissatisfaction or unsatisfaction or whatever makes them unhappy. They will do anything. And they will actually, all of us, in fact, not only you or me, like everyone who is leveraging the body, let's say, everyone on this planet who is leveraging the body for exploitation of the experience on this planet. Think very, very carefully. Each one of us is leveraging the body, using the body to explore and interact with the planet. And the body is our avatar. Yeah, that's right. That James Cameron actually studied these things, and it's not a secret. Matrix, Avatar, all of these movies have got one of the reasons that they are liked or they became popular is that they have deep pop psychological, but also ideas derived from the Vedas. There are stories in Vedas that will make any science fiction look like a children's story. Stories of dreams within dreams, of multiple verses of people leaving bodies and going to different dimensions, and time travel and going back and forth, and all those stories are there. Everything that you would say, oh, this is a science fiction, it's there in the Vedas in some form or another, including relativity, etc. And in some texts, in the ancient Hindu texts, there is also, to my knowledge, there is one place where the exact distance between the sun and the earth is mentioned. The exact distance, plus minus a couple 100 kilometers or so, or even less. So it's holy knowledge which is transmitted, and it's there in the Vedas. It looks like science fiction, But most of it is, if not all, is driving us to a place that this body is your vehicle. It's a rental apartment with 9 doors or windows, the eyes being the 2 windows, and the rest is like 7 doors. So in some of the texts, you'll find the one who inhabits the house with the 9 doors, meaning the eyes, the nostrils, the mouth, and all the rest, counting to 9. So it will be someone. One of the explanations for the soul is the one who inhabits. One, or rather in our terms, it would be the one who is the rental, who pays the rent for these ones, for this house with these 9 holes or 9 orifices or whatever you want to be calling. And the intent is to make us understand that the body that we inhabit as a soul, everyone is mostly focused on the body, and the body has got 3 attributes. Mortal means it will die. The body has got a story. Parents, these are my neighbors, this is what happened to my body. And the body has got senses and the energy systems. And all these 3 things are the attributes of the body inhabited by the soul. Now, because the body will die, we start thinking, I will die, or people will die, or people will happen. It's a story of the body. The body can be tall, long, the body can be healthy, and the soul can be in a place of pain, which happens a lot. I see a lot of people in the gym, and when you go to the church, you will have just old people and sort of shaky looking people and praying desperately, God give me this, God give me this, God give me this, and out here it will be, most of the people will be taking care of their body and figure, and which is good. It's driven from what the Greeks had said, that my body is my temple. And as usually happens, most of the people cross out on my body is a temple, and in this temple resides God. Temple is a place where God resides. But most people will clean up the room of the temple and take care that the architecture is more symmetric. They will even do whatever it takes to make the nose direct, or this, etc., so that the eyes proportion. And a lot of people are right now going through that. The lips should be like African looking, like Afro looking rather, and it's supposed to be a hot thing. And they want to look hot. They don't feel hot. If they did, like a good driver, will take care of the car, but will take care of the driver. Driving also, rather than just the car itself. So most people are right now in a very superficial place, and they take care of their body, but the soul left untouched. And because all our heroes nowadays, these are not Lincolns or Gandhis or people who sacrificed their lives, or Jesus even. These are people who have made a lot of money, and maybe they prayed, maybe they got struck by lightning, maybe they were really stupid enough to focus only on money when they could have focused on much more. Imagine you could have got for every $1 million 1 gram of spiritual wealth that would make you and the others around you really happy. Instead of that, you focus on, I'll make more of this monopoly money. Okay. And some of them are very cognizant of their responsibility that, for whatever reason, this amount of liquid energy or money is flowing through me, and my responsibility is to help others with it who are still lost in the illusions. And there are people who are really desperate. Money is a very powerful force. But I know a lot of people who, when they were on their way to making money or They were like climbing Everest. So they thought, oh, once I reach that place, once I have that money, once I have that relationship, I will be happy. And once they have that relationship, they realize my partner snores and farts and does all those things that I also do, but I didn't. I wanted a Hallmark card, like a movie type thing. And what's this? And the bodies, they grow old, whether it's your partner or you're old. So no matter how much you take care of the body, it's going to betray you. 110% the body is going to be betraying you. And the soul is left uncared for. So the meditation group that we have is focused on taking care of the soul. And by balancing your soul, your health is also comes back to you. Your health balances out. Because most of the time, health goes down for God-given reasons. It's a gift from your diseases are a gift from God. Even if it's cancer, it's a gift from God awakening you. The disease is your alarm clock saying, hey, is something wrong with you? And at a later stage of life, if you are above 60 and so, and you get a disease like cancer, it's okay. I have to leave this stage now, and now hopefully others will carry on my traditions or whatever. So you accept cancer as your exit queue, and you leave. We have to exit in some way. Not cancer, then something else. If not something else, then something else. So be graceful about it. Acknowledge the power of death to be a blessing, and then our fears of death will go down. We are overtly fearful of death nowadays. It's part of being attached to the body and thinking again that the glass with the clear water is red because there is a ruby. The ruby is the body. The adjectives of mortality, that it will get old, and that it has got stories, because that's all what it all is. The relationships, stories in the mind. Whatever has happened, good and bad, and is happening, your interpretation, stories in the mind. And everyone thinks that because this story appeared between my two ears, it's really important. I have to invest in it. Whatever it is, I have to fight with it, I have to preserve it, just because that thought, which no one really knows how and why the process of a photograph in our head appears, and we call it a thought, happens. Psychologists can say the train of thoughts but where did the first one come from? Or why is it that between our ears, it's an endless, incessant train of such pictures? No one really knows. Because it is the nature of what we know as mind. And when we start to focus this mind and have strong judgment, this is good, that is bad, this country is bad, that country is good, or this is good, this is bad, then that's our judgment, not understanding that everything is from God. So we look at the result of eating and we say, no, this is bad. But 2 hours ago, you were eating it and making it a part of your body, and you very happily, or 8 hours ago, whatever your cycle is. And now you have judgments against it just because you have been able to exploit it and extract all the energy out of it. And that thing will again go back to Mother Earth and come back again as some food that you will again involve. So it's all cyclical. Cyclical means that you have to zero down your attitude and your judgment that this is good, this is bad, because out of the good, bad is coming, and out of the bad, good is coming. These are contrasts. But the difference, as I once explained, is only in the gradation. You have to see that at a common level, they are just molecules assembled in a different way. And how can you have any judgment against molecules? All the things which are happening, which are like waves, you can just, oh, this wave is good or bad. And some people don't like pain, and some people I find it surprising, but some people will pay for that amount of pain and they're happy about it, whatever. So all these huge illusions are arising because we are identifying with our body. And this has been repeated. The special class today, to break that pattern of thinking, so we are going to be doing a very advanced level exercise right now. Easy, but it needs a lot of faith. So some of the people today, I think, are new. So the new people who are here, the whole group is going to be, we'll do a couple of Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya is a semi-hypnotic, trance-inducing like mantra. A mantra is a prayer. A prayer is a call out to the source of everything and everyone. And saying basically all mantras are prayers, all mantras are cries for help. If you are in a good place and you're not crying for help, then you're in the wrong place. And you don't really need us because you're not prepared for it. So when going down, if I see a new, I'll say a couple of years, because we do not know how old you are. I'll give you like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, whatever, and we'll give you some words, and your job would be to, the rest of the group is going to be sending you love, and you're going to be sending love to whatever incidents and people that had participated in those years, and it will come up as a first flash. Whatever comes in your first flash, and the intent is for you to be healed. But there is also always going to be a mystic element in meditations. The mystic element is that when our hearts are joined, we go beyond ourselves, because our body is not joined, just our hearts are joined. And then we can totally serve each other with love. So when whoever are the new people, when I say something that this year's or something, the rest of the group, you just have to acknowledge that from our hearts, a golden wave with Om Namah Shivaya, because mantra is communion with God, not only somewhere, but inside us. Ready? So when Om Namah Shivaya will happen, you will feel a huge wave of golden love. And each one, it's not our. The wave of love, of healing happening will not be from our limited personality that thinks that this body is the ultimate, because the personality belongs to the body. It's your way of thinking, how to navigate the body and all the life stories around the body. We are focused on the spirit, which resides in every body. And at a higher level, the spirit is one. Spirits also have personalities. People die, they become spirits, and they will just be, I still want this. I still want to be near this home. I still want to be near this relationship. And they become sort of what is known as ghosts. It's not that they might be mixed up, but most of the time, their likes and dislikes from their life, which was infused and which was they were experiencing via the body, was so strong that they cannot let go of the idea that they are a spirit. So they are still thinking that they have the body. That's how the ghosts happen. They forget that they are spirit. They have been, and sometimes they are very historical people, and sometimes not. But it's always people who are very invested in the idea that they are body. So even after losing the body, they are still attached to the body and the stories of the body. As a spirit, we have that. That's our, let's say, call it astra. And at a higher level, we are all the same sun being reflected. Think of it as a huge balloon with full of water, and the balloon has got millions of small holes, billions of small, and from all the holes, the same water is trickling out. And each hole thinks, oh my God, I am the only one. I'm separate. I'm this. I'm in a different place and time, and my shape of this hole is different, and no one understands me, etc. While the water that is flowing out is the real you. And the same water, you cannot say, oh, the water flowing out from my hole is better or worse or this or this. It's the same water. So think of this, that the life force in its accumulated form is the universe. Brahma, we call it. And the flowing out through our bodies. Our bodies are essentially the whole, and we start interpreting our soul powers. We infect it with the ideas of the body, that the body will die, the body has got connections and stories about it, and the body has got five senses, which are really important. And of course, with the senses, also energy systems for those who believe in it. So, our job today is to go beyond using this teaching flowing through me, accepting it to be the same power that is letting you understand the ramblings prior to the meditation with Om Namah Shivaya, because Om Namah Shivaya is a prayer repeated with full focus on breathing becomes a mantra, and a mantra repeatedly with the intention of aligning yourself with the God is true meditation. And true God is not someone somewhere, but it connects us with everything and everyone, and we connect to serve, not for our own betterness, let's say, not to better ourselves in any way, but to make others better, to help them. So what will flow through us is yours. And by enabling us to send that love with Om Namah Shivaya, you are enabling us to become better and self-realized. So we are going to start the meditation, focusing on the third eye, the center of the forehead. Draw the symbol of cross of Jesus with the vibration. Make it shake with so much attention. And it means I'm ready to carry my cross just like Jesus did. And the vibration is accompanied with Amen and with the prayer, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on heaven as in earth. On this day give us our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass. Feel the vibration in your third eye in the center of the forehead. Breathe in through the nose, but your focus in the third eye should be so much that you will feel as if you're breathing in through the cross in the center of the forehead. Breathe in. Me. Hold it in your center of your skull. Center of your skull. Hold it. Me. Now breathe out, opening the door of the third eye. Draw in the clarity from the universe. In the center of the skull, so that the center of your skull, the pituitary gland, starts to vibrate. And as it vibrates, you are able to send back that wave, opening your third eye from inside. Breathe out, opening your third eye. The intent to open the third eye so that you can receive clarity about this. Just breathe in out with Amen. 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 And your head becomes a church. Wherever the cross is, it becomes a church. And now use the mantra. Oh. Similar. Oh, breathe in through the third eye with the symbol of Om, which is like a 3 basically. Om in the center of your skull, and then boomerang back in total silence. So that your head is lighted up. Just as we focus on a sofa, the mind takes the shape of the sofa or a car or chocolate or whatever it does. If you think about ice cream, even some people will start feeling the sweetness of the ice cream. In the similar way, the symbols of God, the spiral of infinity with Om Namah Shivaya, deactivate by the consciousness, which is the most mystical of all, I would say, phenomena on the planet. The consciousness, no one has ever been able to understand or explain it. because it works through your body, and everyone thinks I am doing this, but that I is associated with the body. And this thinking, just because you think that I am this body and this is my style of thinking, which is your intellect, and just because you have a stream of thoughts between your ears, does not mean that it is you. It's not you. Behind the 7 energy centers of your body, behind the 5 feelings or senses that you have, behind your power of intellect and thinking, is the true you. The ability to think, the ability to have an intellect, the ability to see pictures in your mind, the ability to have and work with the 7 energy systems, the inability to process the 5 senses and take part, that ability is from the creator and is a reflection of the creator. Just because it is working through your body, just because you have some set of very mystical process of photographs in your mind that you called thoughts, and just because you have decided this is good and bad, that is your intellect. These are just attributes, just like the example. Removing these attributes will lead you to the clean water. These attributes are all attributes of the body. They are not you. So to go beyond body, first of all, you need a framework of belief. So everyone is sending love. First of all, to Valya, so that her health gets better. So each one of us sends love to her from our heart to her heart with Om Namo Shivaya, Om Namo Shivaya, Om Namo Shivaya. Sending love to Alexander Zaroev, Sasha. Om Namo Shivaya. She feels alone and unsupported right now. Om Namo Shivaya. Om. Sending love to Catherine. She needs surety about relationships. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Sending love to Dula so that she is firm in her life's purpose. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Galia, who is helping her relatives from Ukraine. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Hal and his health. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. So that he there has clarity about how to grow. And if you want to grow, you have to become fearless. You can't have intellect-driven evolution. It has to be from it usually is from the heart. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo. And Irina has to let go of whatever happened 2 years and 3 months ago, a breakup and lots of pain and even some shouting and recriminations. And then 4.5 years ago, some luck, and 6 years and 2 months ago, a loss and change in circumstances. Letting go by sending Om Namah, accepting the Om Namah Shivaya flowing from us to you, you send it to the people in your life, and especially to a tall, thin person, and that will lead you to the next stage of your spiritual evolution. Om Namo Shivaya. So the group sends to you with your permission, and you send it to them. We are sending love to Irina so that her whole skin glows, her kidneys and liver are all balanced, right? And we are doing even with Mahamrityunjay. Om Trembakam Yajamani, Sugandhim Pushtiyardaram, Urvaruknanmite. The whole group is sending to her healing. Om Trembakam Yajamani, Sugandhim Pushtiyardaram, Urvaruknanmite, Eramukshemamrata. Healing means that the heart is smiling and can take care of the body. Om Trembakam Yajamani, Sugandhim Pushtiyardaram, Urvaruknanmite, Eramukshemamrata. Sending love to Ira and Max so that she feels supported in her life. Acknowledges the support, that she is not a single mom, but she has got support. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. And Jeanette is able to let go of anger at whatever happened 1 year and 9 months ago. And then 3 months ago, there is also a flare up and a disconnect. To all those people, you send love and you you immediately are healed. Before becoming a healer for others with your enlightened power, you have to be healing yourself, which means that your heart has to be in a state of grace with a golden smile. Golden smile is equal to grace. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Cat and sun. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. And we are again going to be working with Larissa and her whole kidneys and chest. Om Trembakam Yajami Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Urvaruknan Termakshemam Ratat. Om Trembakam Yajami Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Urvaruknan Termakshemam Ratat. Om Trembakam Yajami Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Urvaruknan Termakshemam. Marina and Sun. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Mila and relationships and where to, how to proceed. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om. Natasha and relationship and professional evolution. Om Namah Shivaya. And healing of patterns of thinking. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Nina and whatever happened when she was 23 and a half, and then at 29 a huge disconnect and sadness, and at 34 a loss. All these things are from the past. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Afsana has been in a turmoil from 3.5 and then again 2.5 days ago. All those things are in the past. Om Trembakam Yajami Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Urvaruknan Termakshemam Ratat. Om Trembakam Yajami Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Urvaruknan Termakshemam Ratat. Preeti. Om Trembakam Yajami Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Urvaruknan Termakshemam Ratat. Rita and daughter and her partner. Om Trembakam Yajami Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Urvaruknan Termakshemam Ratat. Shadi and daughter. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Stas and very concerned about relatives. Om Trembakam Yajami Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Urvaruknan Termakshemam Ratat. Om Trembakam Yajami Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Urvaruknan Termakshemam Ratat. Tammy and son. Om Trembakam Yajami Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Urvaruknan Termakshemam. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Wes and whatever happened 1 year and 6 months ago, 1.5 years ago, and then 2 months ago a loss, financial loss, but also emotional loss. Om Trembakam Yajami Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Urvaruknan. So to get over any fear or anything which has happened, we send to that from our love mantra, prayer with gratitude, and the moment we send love and gratitude to the events in our life, we empower the true soul power and we de-empower. Now today's meditation or today's technique is keeping the eyes closed. The first act of meditation is to have the intention that you declare to the universe, may I be enlightened, may I be enlightened, may I be enlightened about my divine truth. May I be enlightened about my true divine. May I be enlightened about my true divine self. And I gave you the interpretation, but it could be just the mantras are like Swiss knives. Om Bhuvurvu Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. The Gayatri mantra, the Swiss knife of all. Om Bhuvurvu Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhuvurvu Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam. Let the mantra flow through you, giving you the clarity. Om Bhuvurvu Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Now, in this group, we accept Hanuman, the mystical power from the Ramayana, the monkey-like God, playful, so that each one of us has a guru with a smiling heart. What can be more playful than a monkey God? With enough power to absorb even the sun in its jaws, as the story as a child. Oh, we are invoking the Guru to lead us to the true knowledge of ourselves. Om Namo Bhagavate Guru Hanumate. Om Namo Bhagavate Guru Hanumate. Oh, let your heart be opened by the Guru to take you to true knowledge. Om Namo Bhagavate Guru Hanumate. Let your heart smile like a monkey's heart does, always playful. Very simple, very primitive, but the most challenging thing on the planet to have a smiling heart. Trusting a guru and going towards the true you. With the blessing of the guru, who is even beyond and above God, because only the guru takes you to God. God is immutable wherever he or she is, deep inside, around, in between. The God doesn't move. The guru takes us to God. Om Namo Guru Hanumate. Om Namo Guru Hanumate. Om Namo Guru. And with the Guru's blessings, now we are going to walk down a very unique path. So we have 7 chakras in the body. And each chakra is based on our personality. The first 7 years of life, the first chakra comes into being and it translates to relationship with mother. 7 to 14, we get partners, we see other people, and 17 to 14, the second chakra evolves. The third chakra is our self-esteem. We find out who we are, what is our plan on the planet, what our role could be. 21. Then 21 to 28, we fall in love, and the heart chakra. And 28 to 35, we learn to communicate. 35 to 42, you already have children, and you can take a look at your children's friend and, hey, this is a good friend, or that is. So your intuition is now already active. And 42 to 49, the connectivity with the God by virtue of grace falling from the crown of the head is activated. So this is one interpretation of the 7 chakras. And to balance it out, each chakra moves, is managed or resolved. If you have problem with mother, then you have to see that who your partners are, and the partners that you love more than your mother are also born out of a mother. So you balance your relationship with others by serving them, and your mother will automatically become happy. If you have problems with others, then your self-esteem, you cannot relate to other people. So you work with your self-esteem. If your self-esteem is not there, means that you are not serving. So your heart is probably closed. It's not a church. Once you have the heart is open, it's like a church or a holy place serving others. And if that's not happening, then you have to resolve your communication. And if you are not able to communicate properly with the others on the planet, you are not able to see God in them. So that is the 6th. And if you are not able to see the God, mostly you don't have the grace of the God because you have not activated it. So we will just activate all the 7 chakras, the relationship with mother, father, people, and create a church just by activating the flow of grace happening and acknowledging the grace flowing through the group from the crown of the head. Om. For those who just joined, we are activating the 7 chakras by activating the 7th chakra, which is the blessing, receiving the blessing. Om, just to receive the blessings. Om is the strongest force on the planet. It opens the 7th chakra for everyone because we are receiving grace. It's always flowing through us. We are like fish in the ocean. We don't see the ocean, but it's always there. The ocean is the blessing of the fish without which it cannot survive. But the fish can. Where is the ocean? I don't see it. But you are alive means that the blessings are flowing through you. So Om, just feel it flowing, the grace of the universe flowing through you. Om. Namo. Feel it in your heart, opening your heart. Namo. Shivai, let that wave go down. And each chakra opens up and you are showering everyone that you can think of with love from your heart. Oh, because everything lives in your consciousness, in your thinking. So you shower your whole inner universe with love. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Now you are at peace, total peace. Om Namo. Your whole body is full of Om Namo Shivaya. But to be enlightened, we are going to walk down very difficult path, and you have to trust the Guru Hanuman. Focusing on your seventh chakra. First start of the seventh chakra from up is the lowest part. Focusing on the first chakra. See each chakra, light it up like a light. Now, blessing all the mothers on the planet with their permission, you close the energy of the first chakra. We are going towards death before we can be enlightened. So this is not an easy class. Just close it with, may it be closed. Om Namo Shivaya. Close it. It closes like a flower in the night. Om Namo Shivaya. Now we are closing the relationship with the other chakra. Because even that belongs to the body. Your mother also belongs to the body. Om Namo Shivaya. And we are doing exactly opposite what we usually do. Instead of opening, we are closing it. Om Namo Shivaya. And those areas are going dark in your body. Close the third one, your self-esteem. That also is your role on the planet. Om Namo Shivaya. I did say this was an advanced class. If you're not feeling comfortable, drop off. Closing your heart. Om Namo Shivaya. Close the doors of the heart. Close the doors of your communication, your throat chakra. Om Namo Shivaya. Close the third eye which had opened. Om Namo Shivaya. Close even the reception of the blessings from the external. Your internal blessings are enough. Om Namo Shivaya. Become comfortable in the darkness or inside your body. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Now, deprioritize and unfocus from your sense of smell. Tell your nose to stop smelling. Om Namo Shivaya. Tell your eyes, closed eyes, not to receive any more data from the external world. Close, keep them closed. Om Namo Shivaya. Close or deprioritize, defocus from your sense of touch of your skin. Om Namo Shivaya. Everything is done with an Om Namo Shivaya. I see God in myself. I see God in everything. Your sense of hearing, except for what is flowing to me in you, and to you in me. Om Namo Shivaya. Close your taste buds. Om. In the total isolation inside your body. You are the radiant light. You are the light which needs no sun, no moon. You are self-luminescent. You are the source of light of everything and everyone. The ruby is removed from the water, and the water is pure and transparent. It's dark, but you are comfortable. The only vibration is the prayers that you feel aligned with. Oh, 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 oh. Be totally free of the stories of your body. You are the eternal soul, hopping and skipping across different bodies, in different dimensions, in different relationships. You are not your chakras with relationships and agendas and openings and closings and holes in them. You are not your body with all its diseases and health. And there's no such thing as health. Everything becomes disease after some time. You are not your thinking, which is just pictures in your mind flowing continually. You are not your style of thinking. You are the eternal soul power, activated in the center of your heart, reflected in the center of your head. The center of the head processes, and the center of the heart is where the soul lives, because that is where love is. And you acknowledge in the total darkness of everything the comfort of being associated, aligned, and being one with the self-luminescent, the light that does not need the sun or moon, but is deep inside you, a direct copy of the creator of everything and everyone. You have participated in the creation of millions and billions of creations with infinity of dimensions, infinity of lives. And you see everything and everyone as an extension of the same energy flowing through you, playing different games in different planets, in different dimensions, at different times. Fill your universe. Be comfortable alone, without senses, without any energy of chakras. That residual self, whatever is left, is your true presence on the planet, in this universe, in the creation of all creations. And the mystic mantra is vibration that is filling the whole universe. Creations. Oh, Namo. Oh, Namo. You can see your past lives. Oh, focus only the sound of your breathing. It's the vibration of the universe. And each breath is singing. Oh, oh, oh. Now slowly to serve the universe, you reactivate your whole body. Om Namo Shivaya. Activate your taste. Taste the glory of the Creator in everything and everyone, in all the foods. Om Namo Shivaya. Activate your eyes so that you see only the glory of the Creator, the magic of creation. Om Namo Shivaya. Activate your hearing so that you hear in everything only the magic of the creation, and you are in awe of it. Om Namo Shivaya. Activate your skin and sense of touch so that you can touch and feel the creation and the magic of creation, divine creation. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Activate all your senses with Om Namo Shivaya. So that you can smell all the creation of the universe with a happy, smiling heart. Enjoy all the senses. Become a blessing. You promise to become a blessing for everything and everyone unconditional. And you take out your ego. I am this, I am that, I have this story, this is my life, this is my body, this is my face. Take out those from the equation so that you can accept the flow of grace happening from the crown, activating your seventh energy center, activating your third eye so that you see yourself as a diamond light in a body to serve others. And the diamond light in the heart is the true. That is, the third eye is activated. Promise to communicate and see in others only the diamond light in the heart. Om Namo Shivaya. Ensure that your heart is always a place which is a temple by seeing in the center of your heart cross of Jesus, Om of Hindus, the spiral of infinity, Allah, or any symbol of God from any religion in your heart, and that enables your heart to become a temple. Om Namo Shivaya. Your self-esteem, knowing that you are an extension of the Creator which has created everything. Your self-esteem is activated in the third, right? In the third center, in the stomach. You are able to absorb everything and let go of the past. Your kidneys are free of all fear. Your liver is free of all anger. Your heart is a pure temple. Your spine is free of all stress. Your skin is free of all irritations. Your shoulders are free of all false responsibility because the universe carries you. Your head is free of all heavy thoughts. It's full of golden light. All your partners are not there to give you happiness, but your job is to enable them with happiness. Om Namo Shivaya. So your expectations are now redirected to serving others. People that you can serve are your partners, seen, unseen, near you and far. Send love to everyone in Ukraine, everyone who is suffering, in all the people who are suffering everywhere. Om Namo Shivaya. Send love to your mother and father, biological, energetical, all the mothers and all the fathers of the planet, all the male energy, all the female energy, all the other energies, so that you're totally grounded and your first energy center is activated. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Feel the energy going around in circles in your body, up and down. Pull it up. Om. Pull the body up. Pull the energy inside you. Because now there is no more anger or pain. The energy can move freely in the universe inside your body. Om. Pull it up. Om. Namo, take it to your head, to the crown. Shiva, let it drop down, cleaning you of all residual heaviness. Om Namo. Shiva, breathe out and let the energy fall down, cleaning you just like the car wiper blades cleaned. Om. Now pull it up. Om Namo. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Bless everything and everyone in your life. Be free of your past, be healed, and try to serve others as much as you can with love, light, and laughter, with money if you can, or with acts. Communicate only love, and you will be fine. Serve others, be a source of joy for others, and you will be happy. That's the only happiness on the planet. All other is just ego aggrandizing or ego satisfaction or just sense pleasures which are come and go. There's so many people who have invested so heavily into achieving sense pleasures and they're still sad and depressed because they don't have the joy of serving others. Serve others and you'll be free from depression. You'll be free from depression. You'll be free from premature aging. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. But does anyone have any questions? Stopping the recording.